Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today, a beautiful day. I think that's what you guys are accustomed to me saying, right? So, remember this video that I made? The moment you realize you'll be able to retire in 3 years? Well, in this video, I mentioned my exit strategy, my future investment. And some of you were wondering, hey, you know what? You mentioned that you're going to invest money in the stock market and you're expecting to make at least 5,000 per month, and that's my goal, 5,000 per month. How do you do that? Because I want to know how to do that. One of my friends wants to know how to do that. Is it even possible? And it totally is. So I wanted to make this video to show you how to make money in the stock market. Now, if it's your first time, maybe you're not going to be able to make 5,000 per month from the get-go. You know, you're going to have to understand a lot of different things, but maybe after this video, you're going to have at least a little knowledge on what has to be done. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to create an account with a stockbroker. If you don't have an account, I recommend TD Ameritrade. They're commission free now. Before they were not. They would charge you about $7 every time you bought something, every time you sold it. But right now they are commission free. So I recommend this one. I don't have any affiliated links or commission links, but you could just go to their website. This is what my account looks like. I hid my account value, but you could see the stocks that I have. And yeah, if I go here to client service and refer a friend, it tells me I have to enter the person's name, last name, and email address, and then select what type of reward I want. So yeah, it's kind of difficult, but if you do want to maybe support the channel, I guess you could go to my YouTube account, go to the about page, and here when you click on here, it's going to show you my email address, and you could send me your name, last name, and your email address, and I'll refer you from here, and maybe I'll get $50. I don't know, but that's up to you guys. You guys could just go and create your account as well. You don't have to do any of this. But anyways, going back to the article, that's the first step, right? Create an account with a stockbroker. Second step, fund your account, right? You want to put money in there. So put some money in there, man. You don't have to put a lot. Remember that. You don't have to put $50,000. I don't know how many of you guys even have that kind of money. I'm not saying you guys are poor. I'm just saying that for the most part, people just don't have 50,000 to invest, right? But you could start with something small. When I started in 2016, I didn't know anything about the stock market, and I started with $200. So you could start with $200, you know. But to be realistic, right, the more money you put in, the more profits you're gonna make if you know how to manage your account, right? So keep that in mind. So create your account, fund your account. Third step is to look for 4 or 5 stocks and understand them well. And this is the key part here. This is how you're gonna make the money. First thing you want to do, look for 4 or 5 stocks. Do some research on the stock. Okay, who owns the stock? What's the company? What do they do? What about the CEO of the company? Does he have a good reputation? You know, have he been in a lot of lawsuits, or have he been in I don't know, with the SEC for, you know, defrauding investors or whatever? So do a lot of research on the stock. How does it behave when it gets positive news or negative news? A lot of people think, hey, you know, the news is going to be positive, therefore the stock is going to go up. That is not the case. I mean, just think of Tesla. Tesla had a lot of positive news coming out for years, and the stock was kind of just staying about the same. Sometimes it will go even down. It will go lower. Right now it's way higher, but you know, some companies, when they get positive news, it goes down. It's crazy. And when it gets negative news, it goes up. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've seen in the stock market. So try to understand how the stock behave. And I'm going to give you guys an example of this, of course. Also, how does it behave when the economy is doing well or when the economy is doing bad? You're going to have to take that into consideration as well, right? Because some stocks, when the economy is doing bad, for some reason they do well. And when the economy is doing well, for some reason they do bad. So it's weird. But this is very true. And anybody who invests in stocks knows this as well. Another thing you want to consider is, do any external factors affect the stock? And I'll give you a good example. Two of the main stocks that I trade a lot are DPST and NRGU. And if I click on it, it says here it's a daily regional bull ETF. And this is referring to regional banks, right? Regional banks. And I get 3 times whatever return. And you could see right now, you could see that it's down. And my other bullet points goes into this, but I don't worry about this. This doesn't worry me at all. But this is what the stock is, right? It tracks the regional banks and how the performance of it, basically. And I understand with this stock and the other one as well. The other one tracks the oil industry, you could say. That whenever, I'm going to put the chart here, there's talk of stimulus coming out, or whenever there's talk of opening the economy, opening businesses, it goes up, right? You can see, I'm going to put a 1-year chart here. Whenever there's talks of maybe anything like that, anything positive for the economy, as the stock goes up. And because I know this, because I've seen this stock for about 10 months already, I've been tracking it, making money on it. I make so much money with the stock already. I know how it works, so it doesn't bother me that it goes down 7%. And I made this video today on purpose. I waited for the stock market to be down. So I want you guys to understand that red is not necessarily bad. Red is an opportunity to buy. But yeah, going back to this, do any external factors affect the stock? Stimulus check. What happens when they say, hey, we're going to take out stimulus checks? Does the stock go up or does it go down? You got to look into that. Also, I recommend to join a stock market community website, like a stock community website, like stock tweets, for example. This is what it looks like. This is my account, and I have all the stocks I'm looking at, and it's just for sentiment, just to see what people think about the stock. You can see this one, Zoom, is down 7% as well. Most of the stocks are down today, so yeah. But look how people feel. They're like, hey, I don't care if it's down. Warming up nicely. Price target $5. Do not listen to everything people say here. Some people are very realistic. Some people are a little more in the optimistic side of things. Some people are very pessimistic. But it's just to see what people think, right? Try to understand what people are up to. Look, this person is bearish. 120 next support. This person is bullish. Good for regional banks. And you also get to see news that come out and everything. So this is great. So join a stock community website like StockTwix. Maybe you can find another one. Just giving you an example here. Step number 4, right? So after you create your account, you fund your account, you look for 4 or 5 stocks and you understand it very, very well. Then you buy the stock, right? You don't have to invest all of your money into this stock. Let's say you invested $1,000, you funded your account with $1,000. Just spend, I don't know, $200, $300 in the stock. And if it goes down like today, right? The stock may go down. If it goes down, just average down, buy another $100 worth of the stock or something. Don't invest all your money on it, just invest some of the money. So buy the stock. Step 4, buy more on red days. Do not get scared. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Today's a red day. Look at this, the Dow, $325 down. So this is exactly why I made this video today, because I want you guys to see what it looks like. When you see all red, you see some green here, but this was actually red before I made the video. But yeah, I'm not worried because I did research on the stocks. This one I got it for free actually. I didn't buy this. But the other ones I've done research on them. I know how they work, and I'm not worried, right? So on red days, what I do is that I buy, and I'm gonna show you this video now so you could see me buying the stocks. I buy DPST, I buy NRGU, I buy BXRT, and I buy some BNGO as well, I believe. Check out the video right now. Going back to the chart here, step number 6, know when to sell and when to take profit. Now this is very important, this part here. You want to know when to sell your stock and take profit. You don't want to hold it forever unless you want to be a long-term investor, like, hey, I'm going to hold this for 5, 6, 10 years, then okay. But if you're thinking about making $5,000 a month, then you're probably going to want to sell, right? Remember that no matter how much gains you have, those gains are not locked in until you sell. So remember, profits are not locked in until you actually sell your stock. So selling is very important. In my example, when it goes up, usually 15-20% is when I sell. And remember, if you think it's going to go higher, you could always buy back in. Let's say if I put in $5,000 in this stock here, I made $1,000, I sell it, and instead of investing $6,000, I just invest $3,000. If it goes up, I make a little more. If it goes down, I use the other $3,000 to invest when as it's going down, right? To average down. So very important. Very important to lock in your profits. And again, like I said, if you believe the stock will go higher, you can always buy back after you sell. Just put a smaller position instead of putting all the money back in there. Just put out, I guess, half of it, and if it goes down, you could average down with the rest of the money. And step number 7 is to be patient. Do not lose your cool. Like today is a red day, don't lose your cool. Just let it be. It's fine, it's gonna go up. Red days happen. There's nothing bad with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. But what about if you do not want to manage your stocks? Let's say I want to invest in stock, but I don't want to manage it. I want it to be simple. Just put the money in there, have somebody else do it for me. There is something called a robot investor, and it's basically like a robot buying stocks, managing your portfolio for you, which is super simple, and I use it, and it totally works. They manage it for you. You set your own risk levels, and personally, I have seen a 12 to 14% return on investment per year. And this is called Wealthfront, the one that I use. There are many out there, and you can see here, I actually mentioned this in my video as well. Let me see, in this video, I'm gonna stop that one. This video here, you could check it out. I mentioned how I'm gonna invest money here, more money. I would like to have at least $150,000 to $200,000 invested here, because as you can see here, look at my yearly return. You gotta put weighted. You gotta put it here to 2020, down to weighted, and you see that last year I made a 14.20% return on my account. March was when the stock market crashed last year. If you remember, it went down so much. But as you can see here, at the end of 2020, oh, it locked me out. Oh, I guess you guys got to see you got to see at least the return, which is a 14.2% return for that year, which is good. I think is great, especially if I'm not doing anything. A robot is doing it for me, right? If you are interested in making an account for this and maybe putting $500 in there and see how it does, then you could go in the description below this video, and you're gonna see the link for it's gonna say Wealthfront link. Just click on it. They're gonna give you a $5,000 managed for free, and they're gonna give me $5,000 managed for free as well. Because the robot, they do charge you a little bit, but the first $5,000 is managed completely for free. Alright guys, but that's it for this video. Let me know if you guys agree in the comment, if you disagree, if I miss any points, any important points. And If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And stay safe out there, guys. Peace.
Actually, I agree with you. I think there are too many. There's around 3,000 different digital assets that trade on a daily basis now. I think, anytime there's a new market, there's a lot of people that run into that market and try to show that they can solve a problem, they can deliver a customer need. I have said publicly before that I think 99% of all crypto probably goes to zero.